Um, Here she is with a beautiful sunrise. Well, we've got colour. We can't see the sun yet, but she's looking beautiful there this morning with that nice, beautiful sunrise coming in. Welcome everybody. Welcome Maria from home. She's just come through the heads for another beautiful sailing into Sydney. And hello everyone. I know you can't see me very well, but I'm here at the Opera House again. Yeah, it's still dark down here, I got to tell you. But let's switch around so you can see our beautiful girl coming in. There she is. I know we won't see many of you this morning because, of course, it's, well, what time is it now? 5:20 a.m. But that's all right. The watchback will be waiting for you when it's all over, so you can watch it back later on in the day, because there's nothing like seeing our girl come into Sydney Harbour with a sunrise like this behind her. Quite muggy this morning. A big chance of rain apparently, but I haven't seen any of it yet. There's been a few flashes of lightning here in the harbour this morning. We get one of those summer sort of thunderstorms we're having right now, but staying nice and clear, and might I say of rain that is, and it is very flat and calm this morning, and that's how we like it when she comes in. Very nice and calm with a beautiful sunrise behind her. It looks even more gorgeous. I might have to get the camera out and take a few photos again this morning, because when she comes in like this, all lit up, she's looking beautiful. So she's come back from Hobart today. She's been on a 4-nighter down to Hobart. Everyone on board, from what we've been seeing on Disney Cruising Australia, has had an awesome time, or a wonderful time, as everyone always does on a Disney cruise. We very rarely, well, I don't think I've ever heard that people haven't had a good time on their cruise. Always a magical time on board the Wonder. So she's just been on that 4-nighter, like I said, coming into White Bay this morning. So we'll see her go underneath the bridge this morning. There will be no Mickey Horn because it's too early, but we're going to be back tonight when she sails away. We will hear that Mickey Horn tonight, I'm hoping. Last time we did, the time before that, for the first time ever, she didn't blow a horn. She was coming out of overseas passenger terminal, so everyone was worried about what was going on there, whether that would stop or not. But I've got to tell you, last time we were very relieved to hear it as she came out. But yeah, there she is, our beautiful girl, the Wonder, coming in. After this one, she's going to go to White Bay, like I mentioned, and then she'll come out of White Bay and go on a 2-night round trip Sydney, which is no stop. She'll just go out to sea and cruise around a bit, have a wonderful time, and then come back in to White Bay again. She will go over to New Zealand one more time. She will go down to Melbourne for a couple of cruises before she comes back to us for one last cruise out of Sydney, like a round trip, and then on the 10th of February she's going to go off back to Hawaii. So, you know, still a good month away and lots of cruises to happen before that happens. And I know a lot of you are still to sail on her this season. So super happy and excited for everyone that still is going to cruise this season out of Sydney or Melbourne. Super excited for you. We've been seeing a lot of action on Disney Cruising Australia lately, with everyone excited to go on their cruises. And why wouldn't you be excited when you get to go on this beautiful girl in front of us? Never gets old seeing her come in, especially with this sunrise. Look at that, isn't that beautiful behind her? Especially with this sunrise, seeing her come in every morning like this. And so what I'm going to do this morning is what I usually do. When she gets close enough, I'm going to make a move so that we can get down the other end of the breezeway, I'm going to call it, down here at the Opera House, so that I can get her going through the bridge for you, underneath the bridge should I say, when she goes down to White Bay. That will be very, very soon, I'm thinking. Excuse me while I take a couple of photos, because she's looking beautiful this morning. Stunning with that sunrise should I say, behind her. When it's this early in the morning, I get confused, let me tell you. There she is. It's coming past the island now. I'm guessing there's going to be quite a few people up on deck this morning, so it's nice and clear and flat, and you don't want to miss this sailing when you're on board, that's for sure. So we'll have a look real soon to see if we can see a few people as she comes in. Yeah, Maria wants me to get a few photos when she's all lit up like this. Make sure I do that for you, my love. Look, I say it every morning, guys, but she is a beautiful ship, and always so happy when she cruises into the harbour, especially with the sunrise. Look at that, what a beautiful scene here in Sydney Harbour at what time is it now? It is 5:26 in the morning. I am a glutton for punishment, that's for sure. There's my friends, the seagulls. They're all excited as usual about the Mickey waffles. Hello, Angel. Yeah, it does look beautiful with all the lights on. She does indeed. She's a beautiful girl no matter when you see her, but when you see this sunrise behind her and all her lights on, she's gorgeous. So still this morning as well. Look at that reflection on the water. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is it? As she comes towards us, steering ever closer to the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Just looks like one tug on the rear. I might be wrong, there might be one on the other side of her this morning. Of course, we've got that wonderful photo from the Sydney Bridge climb there with a tugboat pulling her out underneath the bridge. Oh, that was a fantastic photo that got posted to the group, Disney Cruising Australia. One of my favourites, actually. What a photo that was. if you haven't seen that one, make sure you go onto the group and take a look. It was a beautiful photo from on board one of the tugboats pulling her out to sea underneath the bridge the other day. Yeah, the sign looks beautiful when it's all lit up, Maria. It does indeed. I try and get a photo of it this morning, all lit up. Look at that sunrise as well behind her. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Always good when you're on board to, when you get under the bridge, just look back, take a photo of the sunrise with the Mickey funnels in the foreground and the bridge and the sunrise in the background. That is a fantastic photo. So if you're on board listening to me right now, make sure you do that this morning, because that is a fantastic photo. And if you get a nice photo, make sure you post it up to the group, because we'd love to see photos on board. No wonder on the group. There she is, looking very gorgeous this morning. Oh, thanks for everyone for joining us too. Got a few of you on now. Welcome to Sydney Harbour, everyone. She's just about to, she's coming towards me now at the Opera House. Won't be long, she'll be going under the bridge. I will move when she comes a bit closer. Looks like we have a few people up on deck there watching the sail in. There's that Disney Wonder sign, all lit up. All lit up and magical. She is looking beautiful this morning. There they all are up on deck. You can't miss this sail in. I might give them a bit of a wave in a minute, see if they can see me. Probably not. I'm like this little ant. These tiny arms waving at them. There she is. Let's just move her there so you can see the front with everyone standing there. I'm going to get myself set up to move in a second. Sorry guys, I'll refocus that a little bit so you can see her. Look at that beautiful Disney Wonder sign all lit up there. She cruises past, you can see people up on deck. Who'll have understandably got up early, because you don't want to miss this sailing, that's for sure. Just knock out to that wider camera while I make a move. There she is. How beautiful is that? All right, myself together, so I'm going to make a move now, guys. Sorry about the bumpiness, of course, as usual, but I'll try and keep her in focus as I move down to the other end, and so you can see her go under the bridge. There go the seagulls off for their Mickey waffles. Oh, there is two tugboats. I see the other one is hugged up to her side now. Just pushing her the right way. I'll just go down here. This is going to be the best vantage point this morning as she goes underneath the bridge. Out to White Bay. This is the best part of the morning for everyone on board going underneath that bridge. There she is, coming into frame now. Look at that. Doesn't get much better than that. Disney Wonder coming up to Sydney Harbour Bridge. Certainly is a beautiful sight this morning. Beautiful sunrise coming up. I'll swing back on that so you guys can see that sunrise before I say goodbye today, because it's it's beautiful. I can only imagine what it'd be like on board once you get through the bridge, taking a photo back on that sunrise, because it's outstanding. Beautiful still morning in the harbour this morning, and here's our girl back in Sydney. Looking beautiful. She goes underneath the Sydney Harbour Bridge there, heading into White Bay Cruise Terminal. She's going to be about, I'd say, 45 minutes early. She's due in at 6:30. It's now 5:35, so I think she's going to be she'll be around there in about 10 minutes, so she's a little bit early, but I've seen her come in a lot earlier than this, so not so bad as far as I'm concerned. Let's see if I can get back in on her so you can see her. She passes underneath. Look at how beautiful she is. Look at how beautiful she is. I've seen it many, many times in the morning, but you know, something about being down here this time of morning. It's very, very still and calm, and she just looks beautiful, all lit up like that. So I will stay with her, of course, until she heads back down to White Bay there. Goes around the corner. But until she does, I'll stay with you, and then I'll show you a shot of that sunrise. Then I'll let you go for the morning. Now we're going to be down here tonight. She's scheduled to leave White Bay at about 5. So I will track her. If she's leaving early, I'll start the stream earlier, but I should. Good indication for you guys that I'll be live streaming from about 5 p.m. this afternoon, evening. And we'll catch her going under the bridge, and more than likely, 99% sure, we're going to hear that Mickey horn tonight as well. And then she'll go off for a two-night trip, just a round trip to Sydney, no stop-offs, just a couple of magical days at sea for everyone on board. I know a lot of you group members are very excited about it already. But whoever is getting on board today, she's almost there waiting for you. Won't be long and she'll be right there waiting for you. And sorrows and commiserations for everyone getting off today. I know how that feels, we all do. But I'm hoping you had a magical cruise down to Hobart. I'm sure it was. I'm very sure it was. There's not a cruise on the Disney Wonder that's ever more than a magical time, less than a magical time, should I say. But there she goes, as she always does this time. Well, not always, but a lot of the time this morning goes down to White Bay, and she will be cruising into White Bay every time for the rest of the season, except for a special occasion when she leaves our shores, she'll be coming into overseas passenger terminal. So people boarding to go up to Hawaii will be boarding for an overseas passenger terminal, which is great news. I think that's wonderful. We'll have a lot of tourists going back home to the US. So to see her come out of overseas passenger terminal that day will be magical, and I'm hoping a lot of you will come down and see her off that last time. I'm not sure what day of the week it is, but certainly we'll be here to see her off that day. But there goes our girl, all lit up down to White Bay. I hope everyone had a magical cruise. I hope everyone getting on board today is super excited to get on our girl. And I hope everyone has a wonderful time while they're on board. Just so magical she is. If I get the time, I will take a couple of photos of her in White Bay. Most likely not today, this morning, maybe this afternoon. I'll just see how things go. But I hope you enjoyed the live stream of her coming in once again, guys. Thank you for the few of you that joined us. I realise it's very early in the morning and hard to get up, but I'm hoping the live stream's on for you guys for the watch back, and you guys can have a look at it and see our beautiful girl come into the harbour again. She disappears around the corner there. I'm gonna swing back on this sunrise. Actually, you know what? I will turn the camera around so you can see me with the sunrise behind me in a sec as she just disappears around the corner. So I can say goodbye to you officially. Let's have a look if we can line up this shot. The Wonder is back in Sydney, everyone. Welcome home, our girl. There I am with that beautiful sunrise. Let me just adjust this camera a little bit so you can see me. Look at that sunrise behind me, huh? Look at that. She is looking beautiful, that sunrise this morning. But thanks for joining me here today, everyone. I love it when you guys join in the morning. Makes me feel really good to see you all online. But we'll see you tonight for her sail out around 5 p.m. If not earlier, if she decides to leave earlier. But I think it's going to be around 5 that we'll go live when she sort of appears underneath the bridge there. But until then, everyone, don't forget to spread the jam.